Hello students, today in this lecture we'll solve the problems related to series and parallel connections. Student, here we have two problems. The simple problems. First we'll try and understand the series connections and parallel connections, how to identify series and parallel connections and to make the necessary calculations. Then after that we will move on to difficult questions. Let's take this problem first. Student, here we have a circuit. The question is find the equivalent resistance and hence calculate the current in the circuit. Student, we have to calculate the equivalent resistance. The first part of the question is to calculate the equivalent resistance and calculate the current in the circuit. So two parts. We have to calculate the two quantity. The first is the resistance, equivalent resistance, and second is current in this circuit. The same here in this circuit also. Student, first, always if a circuit is given to you, a number of resistance is present in a circuit, think about reducing that number of resistors to one single resistance. Now, how to reduce that number of resistors in a single resistance? We have to identify the type of connections, how the resistors, the given resistors in the circuit are connected. Are they connected in series or in parallel? First task is to identify the type of connections, series connections or parallel connections. Now, how to identify the given resistors are connected in series or parallel? You remember the students? In the last lecture, we discussed how to distinguish the series and parallel connections. Now, student, these are the two resistors. I want to know these resistors are connected in series or parallel. To identify the resistors are connected in series and parallel, imagine the battery is releasing the current. Now, student, this is conventional current's direction. Conventional current's direction. The same current flows through both these resistors. That's one identification of the series connections. The amount of current released by the battery, the same current is flowing through this 2 ohm resistance and this 1 ohm resistance. That means these two resistors are connected in series. If the same amount of current flows through each and every resistors present in the circuit, we will say the resistors are connected in parallel. So here we have two resistors. The amount of current released by the battery is passing through both these resistors. Same current flows through both these resistors. So that's why they are connected in series. Now, student, once we identify the resistors are connected in series or parallel, the next task is to calculate the equivalent resistance. Because these two resistors are connected in series, and you know how to calculate the net resistance in series, we have a formula R is equal to R1 plus R2. This is the formula to calculate the net resistance. Student, let's take R1 is equal to suppose 2 ohms and R2 is equal to 1 ohms. This is R2. Let's say this is R1, which is 2 ohms, and this is R2, which is 1 ohms. Now the net resistance, the net of these two resistance is R is equal to R1 plus R2. That's how much? 3 ohms. That means, student, if I want to replace these two resistors by one single resistor, that resistor should have a value of a 3 ohm resistance. Now we have to redraw this circuit using this 3 ohm resistance. That means these two resistors can be replaced by one single resistor of value 3 ohms. So our circuit diagram will reduce like this. Now these two resistors are replaced by one single resistance of value 3 ohms. So this is how we have reduced this circuit. Now we have this 6-volt battery, student. Now the battery or the potential difference developed across this 3 ohm resistors is 6 volt and the resistance is 3 ohms. Now we can find out the current using Ohm's law. V is equal to IR, student. V is how much? It's a 6 volt. Potential difference developed across this 3 ohm resistance. It's a 6 volt. Current we have to determine. The value of resistance is 3 ohms. So simplifying will give us 2 ampere. Now this 2A is ampere. So we've answered both these questions. We've got the net resistance is a 3 ohms and the current in the circuit is 2 ohms. So I hope, student, you understood how to calculate, how to identify the resistors are in series or in parallel and how to make the necessary calculations. Now, student, let's move on to another problem. We have this second problem, student. Now students, see, to identify the resistors are in series or in parallel, again consider the battery has released certain amount of a current. The current is flowing. The moment current reaches at this point, the current divides. Let's say the battery has released I current. This I current flows, and at this point the current gets divided. Let's say I1 amount of current is flowing through this arm of the resistor, and I2 amount of current is flowing through this arm. And again this two current combines at this point and makes the total current I. And this is how the current enters the negative terminal of the battery. Now student, the battery has released certain amount of a current, but the current got divided. A fraction of a current passes through this, and a fraction of a current, the rest of the current is flowing through this. That means we can say the same current is not flowing through these two resistors. Means they are not connected in series, rather they are connected in parallel. Now students, we have identified the two resistors, the given resistors are connected in parallel. Now the next task is to calculate the net resistance. Net resistance means if I want to replace these two resistors by one single resistance or one single resistor, what should be the value of the resistance of that single resistors? So that's what we mean by equivalent resistance. So that equivalent resistance is this R. We want to determine what is the value of this R, which can replace these two resistors. So let's say 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This is how we calculate the resistors in parallel. So these two resistors are connected in parallel. So this formula will be used. Let's say this is R1, which is of value 2 ohms, and suppose R2, which is also of a value 2 ohms. So let's substitute here. 1 by R is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. Now if you simplify, it will give you 2 by 2 equals 1. So 1 by R. So if you simplify this, you'll get the net resistance as a 1 ohms. That means we will redraw the circuit. Now these two resistors are replaced by one single resistor of value 1 ohms. So here is 1 ohm. We have 6 volt battery here. The current is released by the battery. Now I want to determine how much is the current released by the battery. To calculate the current, we will use Ohm's law. V is equal to IR. Now student, we know the voltage developed or the potential difference developed across this resistor is 6 volt. So 6, current and resistance is 1 ohms. Resistance is 1 ohm. So we have substituted 1 here. Now if I want to calculate the current, 6 by 1 will give us 6 ampere. So this is the amount of a current released by the battery. So that was the problem solvings involving simple circuits. Okay students, now let's move on. Let's see one problem that's from our NCERT textbook, page number 214, example number 2.8. So here is a problem. Let's read the problem first and try and solve this question. In the circuit diagram, suppose the resistors R1, R2 and R3 have the values 5 ohms, 10 ohms, 30 ohms respectively, which have been connected to a battery of 12 volt. Calculate number 1, the current through each resistor, number 2, the total current in the circuit, and number 3, the total circuit resistance. Now students, we have been given 3 resistors, R1, R2 and R3, and their values are given to us. R1 have a value of 5 ohms, R2 value is 10 ohms, and R3 have a value of 30 ohms. And they are connected in parallel as mentioned, which have been connected to a battery of 12 volt. Students, it's not mentioned whether they are connected in parallel or series. So we'll just identify how they're connected. All these 3 resistors are connected to a battery of 12 volt. You can see here we have a battery. The battery have a voltage of 12 volt. So we have to calculate 3 things. The current through each resistor. How much current is flowing through this resistor, the amount of current flowing through this resistor, and the amount of current flowing through this resistors. We have to determine the amount of current flowing through each of these resistors. That's the first part of the question. Second part, the total current. Total current in this circuit. Or we can say the total current released by the battery. How much is the current released by the battery? That's the total current in the circuit. That's the second part of the question. And finally, total circuit resistance. Total circuit resistance we have to find out. Now students, to calculate the total circuit resistance, first of all, we have to identify these resistors, the given resistors are connected in series or in parallel. That's the last part of the questions. Let's start. See student, First of all, the battery, the moment we plug the key, the battery will release the current. And you know, this is the positive terminal of the battery. So we will show the conventional current. And you know, conventional current always starts from the battery's plus terminal. So the current flows like this. And the moment the current reaches here at this point, the current gets divided. The current, let's say the I1 amount of current is flowing through this arm, and I2 amount of current is flowing through this arm, I3 amount of current is flowing through this arm. Student, let's say the battery has released current I. So at this point, this I current divides into I1, I2 and I3. At this point, again, all these three I1, I2, I3 combines to make the total current I. And this is how the current I enters into the battery. So this is the circuit diagram. Now students, from this circuit diagram, it's very clear that these three resistors, through these three resistors, different amount of current is flowing. Different amount of current is flowing means these three resistors are connected in parallel. So now, student, you remember what happens when the resistors are connected in series and in parallel. Say suppose this is 1, this is 2. These two resistors are connected in series. So same current flows through both these resistors, student. When they are connected in series, same current flows through these resistors, but the potential difference developed across these two resistors are different. Same current flows through the resistors, but the potential difference developed across these resistors are different. But if the same two resistors are connected in parallel, the current flowing through these arms are different, but the potential difference applied across these two resistors will be the same. Student, pay attention. If these two resistors are connected in series, the same current flows through both these resistors, but the potential difference developed across this resistor and this resistors are different. Same current, different potential difference. But here in this case, different current, but same potential difference. If the resistors are connected in parallel, different current flows through these resistors, but the potential difference developed across these resistors will be same. So now students, see, we have R1, R2, R3, all these resistors connected in parallel. So potential difference developed across these resistors will be same, and that will be equal to 12 volt. That's the battery's voltage, 12 volt, 12 volt and 12 volt. So potential difference across this resistor is 12 volt. Potential difference across this resistor is 12 volt. Potential difference across this resistor is 12 volt. Now students, the first part of the question is to calculate the current. We have a formula, V is equal to IR. Student, this is the Ohm's law. To use this equation to calculate the current, we need potential difference and resistance. Now in this equation, in this part of the circuit, we have a potential difference across this resistor. We also have a resistance value R1. That means we have both these values. V is known to us, R is known to us. We can determine the amount of a current. Now let's student check this. V is equal to IR. I want to determine the current I1 flowing through this. So V is how much? V is the potential difference, that's 12 volt. I is I1. And how much is the resistance of this R1? R1 resistance is 5 ohms. So if I solve this, it's a 12 by 5, which equals 2.4 ampere. So this is the amount of current flowing through this arm of this circuit. Now let's find out the current flowing through this arm of the circuit. Again, using V is equal to IR. How much is the potential difference across this resistor? That's a 12 volt. Current is I2. What is the resistance of this resistor? It's a 10 ohms. So 10 ohms. Now I2 equals 12 by 10, which equals 1.2 ampere. Similarly, we'll find out the current flowing through this arm. So use the same equation, V is equal to IR. So V, potential difference across this resistor, it's a 12 volt. Current is I3 and R is the resistance of this resistor is 30 ohms. So it's 30. Now I3 equals 12 by 30. So 4 3s are 12, 3 4s are 12, 3 4s are 12, 3 10s are 30. So it's 0.4 ampere. Now students, we know I1, the current flowing through the first arm, it's a 2.4 ampere. I2, the current flowing through the second arm, that's 1.2 ampere. And I3, the current flowing through the third arm, it's a 0.4 ampere. So we answered the first part of the question, that current through each of the resistors. Current through the first resistor, it's a 2.4 ampere. Current through the second resistor, it's a 1.2 ampere. And current through the third resistor, it's a 0.4 ampere, students. That's the first part of the question. Now, second part of the question, the total current. Now, students, I1 current, I2 current, I3 current. When they meet at this point, they will make the total current I. So, second part of the question, total current I equals the sum of all the individual current, I1 plus I2 plus I3. So, I1 is 2.4, I2 is 1.2, and I3 is 0.4. If you add this, you will get 4 ampere. So, this is the total amount of current. So, we answered the second part of the question, student. Now, to calculate the third part, what they say is total circuit resistance. Now, students, we know these three resistors are connected in parallel, and you know how to calculate the net equivalent resistance in parallel. So, we have a formula 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Now, 1 by R1, it's a 5 ohms, R2, this is 10 ohms, and R3, that's 30 ohms. So, this is the net resistance that we are going to determine. So, now there's a simple simplification. It's a 30, this is 6, this is 3, this is 1. So it will be 10 by 30. So 1 by R. So 1 by R equals 1 by 3. So R is equal to 3 ohms. So now, students, we have answered all the three part of this question. We have got the total circuit resistance also. That's a 3 ohm resistance. Okay, students, we have one more problem from our NCERT textbook, page number 215, example number 12.9. In figure, R1 is equal to 10 ohms, R2 is equal to 40 ohms, R3 is equal to 30 ohms, R4 is equal to 20, R5 is equal to 60 ohms, and a 12 volt battery is connected to the arrangement. Calculate, first part, the total resistance in the circuit, and second part, the total current flowing in the circuit. Now, student, in this problem, we have two things to calculate. The first one, total resistance of the circuit, and total current flowing in the circuit. So, total circuit resistance. To calculate the total circuit resistance, student, first we have to identify the given resistors are connected in series or in parallel. In the last three examples, student, we saw the given resistors were either connected in series or in parallel. Sometimes in circuit, the resistors may be given, and that resistance may be connected in series or maybe in parallel, or they may have a series and parallel combination mixture. Now, student, in this problem, we have been given 5 resistors. Now, let's see how they are connected. Are they connected in series, or are they connected in parallel, or are connected and mixed? Now, how to identify they are connected in series and parallel? First, you start drawing the current, and you know that current, conventional current, always starts from the batteries plus a student. Now, imagine the current I is flowing. Current starts from the battery, and at this point, the current divides. A fraction of a current flows through this arm, and the rest of the current flows through this arm. Now, student, these two resistors, you can see from these two resistors, the different current is flowing. It means these two resistors are connected in parallel. Now, it's known to us these two resistors are connected in parallel. So, we can replace these two resistors by one single resistance. Now, let's move on. Now, this current will go, and at this point, again, this two current combines to make the total current. This total current flows, and at this point again, the current divides. This time the current divides into 3 different arms. A fraction of a current flows through this arm, the rest of the fraction of the current flows through this arm, and the remaining current flows through this arm. Now again, students, you can see through this resistors also, the current flowing is different. It means these 3 resistors are also connected in parallel. Now, student, we must think about reducing the circuits. We start with the 5 resistors. We have to reduce this number of resistors to one single value. So, reducing all these 5 resistors to one single value at one go, it may not be possible. So, in number of steps, we'll try and reduce this. Now, student, I can replace these 2 resistors by one single resistance because I know they are connected in parallel. I can also replace these 3 resistors by one single resistance because they are also connected in parallel. Now, let me just redraw this circuit diagram. So, this circuit diagram will look like this. Now student, our reduced circuit will look like this. Now this circuit has become this one. We can replace these two resistors by one single resistor of value R dash. We can also replace these three resistors by one single value of resistance R double dash. Now what is the value of this R dash? This R dash is the equivalent of this 2. And now you know these two are connected in parallel. So we can easily find out the value of this using the formula 1 by R dash is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. R1 is how much? R1 is 10 ohms plus R2, it's a 40 ohms. So if I calculate 40, it's 4, 1, so 5 by 40, 1 by 8. So R dash equals 8 ohms. Now students, these two resistors of value 10 ohms and 40 ohms can be replaced by a single resistor of value 8 ohms. Similarly, I can also replace these three resistors by a single value of resistance R dash. So let me calculate what is this R dash. It's a R3 plus R4 plus 1 by R5. So what is the value of R3? It's a 30 ohm resistance plus R4 is 20 plus R5 is 60. So let's simplify this. Six by 60. Taking LCM and simplifying, you know how to simplify it. So 1 by 10 R double dash. If you simplify this, if you rearrange this, you will get the value 10. That means, students, these three resistors of value 30 ohms, 20 ohms and 60 ohms can be replaced by one single resistor of value 10 ohms. That means this resistor will have a value of a 10 ohms. Now student, our circuit has reduced to this. That means we have reduced the number of resistors from 5 to 2. Now again we have to reduce this circuit consisting of a 2 resistors to one single resistors. Now to reduce this circuit into one single resistance, we have to find out these two resistors, how they are connected. Are they connected in series or in parallel? Now let's start the battery's current. So this current, the battery has released current. Now let's say suppose the battery has released current I. So I current is flowing through this resistor and I current also flows through this resistance. It means, students, these two resistors, through these two resistors, the same amount of current is flowing. It means these two resistors are connected in parallel. So now I can replace these two resistors by one single value by using the formula R triple dash. Let's say it will be R dash plus R double dash. Because these two resistors are connected in series, so I can find out the net resistance of these two resistors, that is R triple dash, by using this formula. So R dash is known to us, it's 8 ohms plus R double dash, we have calculated is 10 ohms, so 18 ohms. That means these two resistors can be replaced by one single value of resistance 18 ohms. So our circuit will look like this. The final circuit will be looking like this. So student, this two resistors is replaced by this single resistor of value R triple dash equals 18 ohms. Now you can draw this R triple dash, the final resistors. You can draw this one here, anywhere in the circuit. So we have calculated the first part of the circuit. That's the total resistance in the circuit is 18 ohms. So first part is done. Now second and the last part of this question is to calculate the total current flowing in the circuit. Now student, the voltage developed across this resistor is the battery voltage. How much is the battery voltage? It's a 12 volt battery. That means the voltage developed, or the potential difference developed across this end of the resistor is 12 volt. So V equals 12 volt. The net resistance of this resistor R equals 18 ohms. So now I want to find out the current. So using Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So I is equal to V by R. V is 12 and R is 18. So simplify this. So you get 0.666 ampere, or we can write 0.67 ampere. So this is the amount of a current, the total current in the circuit. Okay students, I hope you understood how to calculate the equivalent resistance in the given circuit, identifying the resistors connected in series or in parallel, and calculating the total current in the circuit, or the total circuit resistance, or the current flowing through different arms in the circuit. So with this, we end today's this video lecture. Thank you.